which with Maya and all subtle bodies is Hiranyagarbha. The same Brahman with all physical bodies in this physical universe, the same Brahman is now called Virat. Technically, the definition is Samarshti Sthula Sharira Upahita Chaitanya. Consciousness associated with all physical bodies. Not just physical bodies, subtle bodies, as well as with Maya. So Virat is the final form, what you see in the universe now. In fact, that's what Arjuna saw in the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita when he said, I would like to see your divine form. You say, we are seeing this universe. What else is there? Yes, but we are seeing the universe in a fractured way. That means individuals. I'm an individual, you are all separate individuals, and here is the universe spread out in front of me. We do not see it as a oneness. Imagine one consciousness associated with billions and billions of living beings. You see, one of the problems in public speaking is that when you have 50 people or 100 people staring at you, you tend to feel nervous. Because everybody, they're not staring at you in a hostile way. They just want to listen to you, but they're staring at you. But that's why people feel nervous in public speaking. Because it's a digression what I'm doing, but it's interesting. In the animal world, staring is a sign of aggression, right? If there's a dog and you stand and stare at it continuously, the dog will look up at you, and then after some time either will look away or will growl at you or something like that, or run away if you continuously stare at it. So staring continuously is a sign of aggression in the animal kingdom. Normally also when we interact with people, you will notice we don't stare directly. We look away, and then we look away and look again. So that's how we interact with people. If you stare directly, our animal minds, animal brains interpret it as a sign of aggression. That's why you feel nervous when you're faced with an audience. Now, they are all staring at you, not in an aggressive way. They just want to listen to you. That's why they are paying attention. And you want them to pay attention. But your animal brain interprets it as aggression. And that's why you feel nervous. Now, if 50 people can make you nervous, or 100 people can make you nervous looking at you, imagine 1,000 people. Imagine the largest audience that I have faced was 14,000 people in Belur Math. But imagine then, Arjuna, when he asked Krishna, I want to see your Virat. The name of the chapter is Vishwarupa Darshan, your universal form, the vision of your universal form. I want to see your Virat. You know what he saw? What he saw was, imagine all billions of human beings and billions of other dogs and cats and elephants and tigers, and all down to the meanest little creature, all billions and trillions of creatures, all suddenly, if they were possessed of one consciousness and they turned around and looked at you, what would you feel? You'd be terrified. And Arjuna was terrified. He said, every hair on my body is standing on its end. It's as if, he says, as if 1,000 suns have risen in the sky together. And when you're at the focus of the attention of a lot of people, you feel the focus of the attention. In fact, more than the 14,000 people, the largest audience that I've faced, was once I spoke at what we have in Belur Math, the monks' conference, where the entire monastic order gathers together once every few years. So we get a chance to, some of us are selected to say something to the gathered monks. I was a very young monk at that time, and newly minted, as they would say. And when I stood up to face my seniors, they were at that gathering, there were more than 500 monks. And that was just a gathering of monks. And when they all stared at you, nicely, but that was more overwhelming than facing 14,000 people. Arjuna, imagine, he says, as if 1,000 suns have risen in the sky together. In fact, that particular verse was quoted by Oppenheimer in the first test